An ancient Indian sage wrote down exact methods to unlock 8 superhuman abilities. Abilities like shrinking to the size of an atom, levitating, and reading minds across vast distances. His name was Patanjali. He called these powers the Vibhutis, and he listed them in the 3rd chapter of the Yoga Sutras as if they were simply a curriculum to follow. He wrote that a practitioner who mastered deep meditative focus could become invisible, hear sounds from across the universe, and even know the exact moment of their own death. The first power is Anima, the ability to compress consciousness and body to the size of the smallest particle imaginable. Patanjali said this comes from mastering total meditative absorption on a single object without interruption. The second is Mahima, expansion to infinite size. The third, Laghima, is lightness so total that gravity simply loses its claim on you. Laghima is perhaps the most seductive of all. Ancient texts describe monks floating above their mats during meditation, witnessed by dozens, recorded across cultures separated by oceans. The fourth power is Prapti, the ability to touch anything anywhere, to reach the moon with a fingertip. Patanjali frames it as mastery over space itself, achieved by fixing awareness on the relationship between the body and infinite space. Fifth is Prakamya, the ability to manifest any desire without obstruction, to move through solid matter, to dive into the earth as if it were water. Sixth is Ishitva, absolute mastery over all elements and living things. The seventh is Vashitva, the power to bring any mind or any force of nature completely under your will. Patanjali says this emerges from meditating on the distinction between the self and everything else. The eighth and final power is Kamavasayita, the supreme one, the ability to override reality itself, to suppress the laws of nature by will alone. Patanjali mentions it almost casually as the logical conclusion of the others. What makes Patanjali's account extraordinary is his tone. He warns against the powers as distractions. He says mastering them is like passing through a door, and the truly wise walk straight through without stopping to admire it. The Yoga Sutras were compiled around 2,000 years ago, yet the 8 powers Patanjali described appear almost word for word in texts from China, Egypt, and Greece from the same era, with no proven connection between them. Whether these powers are metaphor or method, spiritual or neurological, what Patanjali gave the world is a map, and maps are only useful when someone decides to follow them. Patanjali wrote the map over 2,000 years ago, and most of the world never even heard his name. Subscribe to History Retold for the ancient knowledge history class never bothered to teach you.